Feel they need some kindness.
Well, there is no kindness, okay? We live in an unfair world. You either accept it like normal people do, or either risk being devoured by the ruthless food chain. Am I the only one who's tired of this politically correct thing? I would love to have those stupid directors in front of me, so that they can feel some of my kindness in their skin. Before we dive into this massive pile of shit, let's look up at the comment section of the trailer of this crap. I'll give Disney some credit. They are brave enough to leave the comment section open. Well, as much as I'm hating Disney right now, I have to agree on this one. They finally did it. They made a movie that nobody is going to pirate. Oh, by the way, I strongly suggest you to not waste those precious 2 hours of your life for this shithole. I paid nothing to watch this trailer, but I already want my money back. I'm really starting to think that the main requirement to become one of those directors of Disney is to be a complete idiot. At this point, the monetization of this video is gonna earn Disney more revenue than the movie itself. Well, I guess you're starting to understand what we're talking about. Let's start saying that the CGI and visual of this movie were incredibly bad. It's way worse than you think, and I cannot understand how they managed to make it look so poor despite the massive budget that they had of $270 million. Unfortunately, CGI and visuals aren't the only problem of this film. We have flat characters. Snow White simply sucks and lacks personality. The prince is almost non-existent, and the evil queen simply cannot act. Very weak storytelling. The plot is very simplistic and uninspiring, failing to create an engaging narrative. And to top it all off, the movie prioritized the so-called modern message over the actual storytelling. None of the characters helped or supported Snow White in any way. She did everything on her own, just because they want us to understand that she is an independent and a very strong woman. At this point, what's the point of the characters? They're completely useless, serving no purpose whatsoever, making it feel rather than entertaining, really weird.
Weird. It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby.
The story, by the way, is incredibly easy to grasp, because there isn't one. Well, Snow White loses her mother, and her father wastes no time remarrying the woman who will become the evil queen, a tyrant determined to squeeze every last drop from her people. She kills Snow White's father and takes over as the ultimate dictator. Snow White, meanwhile, is forced to clean toilets and keep her mouth shut. And that would have been really nice, since that seems to be all she's good for. The people in the town lives in profound misery, but everything goes on as usual, until the magic mirror reveals that the fairest in the world is no longer the evil queen, but that idiot of Snow White. And because of this brilliant reason, the queen decides that she wants to kill Snow White to keep her precious title. The socially and mentally challenged Snow White runs away in the forest, where she finds shelter in the house of the Seven Dwarfs. Except, these aren't the Seven Dwarfs from the original movie. They're badly designed, have zero personality, and we know absolutely nothing about them. Some of them don't even say a full sentence throughout the entire film. They have nothing to do with the original, and honestly, I have no idea why they're even in the movie, since their only purpose is basically to give Snow White a place to crash. The bloodthirsty queen, desperate to get rid of Snow White, sends her soldier to do the dirty work. But as usual, this never works. She decides to take matters into her own hands. She disguises herself as an old woman and convinces Snow White to eat the poisoned apple. And being the absolute moron that she is, she doesn't think twice before taking a bite. She collapses right away and seems dead. That is, until the one who's supposed to be the prince show up as a miserable peasant, the one who was once given a piece of bread by Snow White. These two barely spoke throughout the entire movie, yet somehow they fall in love. Looks like these idiots are just meant for each other. Madly in love, and also mentally challenged, I should say, he doesn't even hesitate to kiss a dead, cold body. The short-haired idiot wakes up, and guess what she wants to do next? Overthrow the evil queen's absolute rule. Well, how, you may ask? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Her massive plan to put down the evil queen's rule was simply to talk to the soldiers and convince them to put down their weapons. And yes, I'm not joking. She just told them, yeah, I remember you. You once were a farmer. You're not a soldier, come on. Put down the weapons. And of course, everyone listened to her. Well, I don't have much to say here. A true mastermind, like the brain dead fools that have written this awful script. The evil queen gets mad and smashes her magic mirror. Because of all her powers came from it, she dies in the dumbest way possible. Okay, now I can say that for me, it's enough, okay? Enough bullshit. I saved you some money, I saved you 2 hours of your time, I completely wasted mine, and I'm gonna rate this movie 2 out of 10. See ya.